Well, it's June 6th here. You haven't missed much, just worked some acres today. And now I'm rock picking, obviously. And we got ourselves a monster I gotta just drag over to the edge of the field and throw it out. I can't even get it to go in the basket, but yeah, there's a few more rocks to pick here on this little knob, and then the rest of the field ain't bad. And then there's one more along in the other field I gotta cross into. It's a nice part about running the mulch finisher and this. I kind of have an idea where most of the rocks are. Then I gotta hop in the roller. I'm only about 20 acres ahead of them right now. And then I gotta roll all this 40 acres for him to plant. And then, yeah. We drove around and looked at our acres. And really, it's actually really sad what we just can't get across because it's so wet. We'd love to be able to get out and plant a lot more corn, especially with how things are looking, the price-wise. But we can't. It just wouldn't work. So we had to not plant a lot of corn this year, and it stings a little bit just because the prices were going to be pretty sweet. But the reason prices are going to be pretty sweet is because there's so many people that can't plant. Let's see here. And if there's that many people that can't plant, I don't know if I'm able to hop it out of there, but if there's that many people that can't plant, obviously prices are going to go up because there's less corn. Those that are fortunate enough to tap into that, good for them, good for you guys, but our fields are a mess right now, and it's June 6th, and these fields are a little drier, but they were still really wet, making on dust, but underneath that crust, it's still just mucky. The soil's oversaturated, and it's frustrating, but what do you do? Roll with the punches, do some preventative plant, work on some stuff around the yard, really focus on those acres we did get in and make that crop pretty stellar as we can. So new thinking here as I quickly have a basket of rocks here in a matter of like 5 acres, not even, and all of it from mostly in a 100 feet by 100 feet area. We get a number of people that ask for rocks for landscaping projects and whatnot, and we're like, sure, but we should say, if you come out and get them yourself off the field, they're free. And if we collect them via the rock picker or just picking them by hand, we charge the rock picker $100 an hour extra for your rocks. You might see there's a couple sticks in there. Those are those could be decorative in a house as well. But since they're in the rock picker, it's an extra $100 because there's just so many rocks, and it's year after year. It's amazing that the earth just keeps pushing them up. But I'm gonna grab them up here. We're just about done, and then go hop in the roller. The sun's probably right in your guys' view. The windows are all dirty from it raining and being dusty and whatnot. Ooh, see, I'm getting full enough where they're not staying in. There it goes. All right, just about done here. I don't remember seeing any other rocks, but I'm just gonna take a quick scan and get out of here. In theory here, if I push this down all the way, flick this switch, it should dump. Oh sure, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. Now we should turn this switch off, and this should be able to come back up. It's kind of like a multi-function. It uses the same hydraulic hose, but there's like some sort of electric whatchamacallit. Well, I got to thinking that maybe some people have never seen one of these, but pretty simple. There's just a little up and down, and then there's the reel that spins around and bats rocks in. There's actually still a rock hanging out there. He bats it in, and it's got slits for the dirt to go through if in case you gouge too much dirt. But you can get pretty good and not gouge too much dirt, but they're a slick thing. This one's built really good. We've had very few issues with it. I mean, they take a beating trying to dig rocks out, but all in all, I love it. And I actually started rock picking with this years ago at my uncle's. And my uncle got a bigger, I think it's a Summers manufacturing. This is the right way, obviously, but I mean, it held up over the years. We are out here running the roller. There's a couple trees in the middle of this field. This had like a rock pile and a tree that fell over, and they cut it up, but we got to digging the stump out. Trees far around it, but anyway, right up ahead in that grass area right there, is where we had our accident pulling the grain cart out probably 10 years ago. And I still remember it. I think about it every time I go to pull something out that's stuck. And it just kind of humbles me and reminds me that we got to be safe out here. So take things slow. Things happen fast in life, and gotta take care of ourselves and others. So already running the roller. The windows are a little dirty. That's just from the dust that kicks up from this thing. This did have a chance to kind of dry out a little bit. Sitting out all afternoon. I worked that this morning, but it's just still kind of, I don't know. Yeah, here it is. Homemade roller out of a field cultivator frame. This basket, I can tell you that it's beefed up enough where it can indeed bounce off, go under the roller on a few occasions, and still hang in there. It's nice to have that ability to throw a few rocks up there. This just says how this spring's going, that we got a little mud up on the roller, but can't wait. So just kind of taking in the sunset here. Not really sure why the rope is on here. The chain, I don't know who would have needed that yesterday. Yeah, that was me. That was me that needed that. Oh. Well, these last couple days have just been perfect. Truly what a spring planting day is supposed to be like, and unfortunately that didn't happen until June 5th, June 6th for us is when we really hit it. Had a couple good corn days in there. Unfortunately not enough corn days. So in my opinion it's too late to be planting corn for us where we are. So you know, we got a fair amount of beans in, but we did not get enough corn in. And I guess that's why they have programs like Preventative Plant, but that's not really why you farm. It's not why you know, go at it. But thankfully there is programs like that so that, well, so that you can farm next year, that you can survive over the winter and try it again next year. It's a tough profession, but I love it. I'd love to farm, but we'll see where life takes me. But I gotta find the grain drill here. I don't know if they're having trouble with it. I gave them new fuel filters earlier, and I haven't seen them over here yet, and I should have saw them by now. So I haven't heard from him on the phone. He called me to bring him the fuel filters, so I would assume things are going well since I haven't heard from him, but let's go find them. Found them. There's just a bracket that we just had to weld up for one of the units, and got that fixed up, and they're ready to go. And they're still going, actually. Nice.